Tien, I don't think that's going to be a problem. I do think he's unflappable from what I've seen so far. We'll see if I'm right.
15 love.
Not a bad start for first point since Wimbledon. It's a perfect serve in the corner.
You've called a couple of Lerner Tien's matches. I mean, what do you like about this lefty?
I think he has, first of all, the lefty serve, which it's not a great serve, but he does really spin it and slide it. And one of the things Michael Chang is trying to do is make him go a little bit bigger with the serve. He generally moves and returns pretty well, although he's not seeming to pick up the Djokovic serve just yet. And I feel he's more of a counter puncher, but he can suddenly bring some power when you don't expect it with the forehand. I do think the forehand can be a weapon, but he can also make errors from that wing.
Djokovic. First game.
Now, it has been a strange year for Djokovic in some ways, because I know he's made those semifinals in the majors and he seems still in 3 out of 5. It's weird that for a 38-year-old is better in 3 out of 5 sets, but it does feel as though he's much tougher to beat in 3 out of 5 sets. There's a look at Michael Chang. Did do some work for a few years with Kei Nishikori as well as a coach. And now his daughter's only 14 years old, and she's playing in the juniors.
She's in the juniors, yeah.
And he did tell me she's the youngest player with a WTA ranking. She's gotten some WTA points. So he's following in Dad's footsteps, because he was a lot of youngest ever things.
True.
Love 15.
That's a shot he hits some winners with on the forehand, but he can also make some errors. Backhand as solid as could be.
15 all.
When he's playing well, he's playing a little bit like Djokovic, and that it's not huge, but it's good depth and consistent, and he moves well, and it's hard to hit winners. But early stages, you can see that the depth is a little bit better for Djokovic in the court position in each point so far. It's been Djokovic closer up to the baseline, Tien a little further back, and I think that's one of the things Chang did not want.
Michael Chang says of Lerner Tien that he does a lot of great things well. He says, I don't think it's easy. Your first year on tour, you're halfway through the season, and you're already top 50 in the world. I can't believe how quickly this kid has moved along. He says he wants to get routines, professional routines established with him on the tour. Good training.
30-40.
Oh boy. Missed wildly there, and already a break.
You know, one of the great things, I suppose, to being the greatest of all time is that generally, especially in the early rounds, you're going to get off to a pretty quick start because your opponent's going to be just a little tight, and you saw that from Lerner Tien. He ended that game from 30-all with a double fault and a wild forehand.
Yeah.
You're already pretty good, and then you get a little bit of a spot often when you're and had the results that he's had.
Love 15.
Ball.
Fifteen all.
Ball.
Fifteen. Third serve.
Strange. 102-mile-an-hour first serve, 117-mile-an-hour second serve. Neither went in.
Chang gang right there, including Eric Cortland. Cortland, former national coach with the USA Player Development, and he learned a lot about coaching from some of the greats. Jose Higueras and Ola Malmquist, Jay Berger, who's also here. But he said, I was never a highly enough ranked player to be able to explain to this kid what to do in moments like this.
I do think, interestingly enough, it's break points, so a chance here for Lerner Tien. But I do think coaches, it's difficult to have the entire package as a coach. So a lot of coaches that didn't play at a great level can be technically really good.
Right.
A lot of great players know patterns and how to play and how to win your points, but they're not technically great. So it's hard to get the full package in a coach a lot of times. So I don't mind this technical coach, and then you have Chang is
smart.
Yeah.
Time elation. Warning, Mr.
Wow.
Djokovic.
Already.
Early stages.
You gotta like this New York crowd. We're already whistling at the chair for being correct.
Juice. Advantage Djokovic.
What are the odds Novak's going to say something to the chair as they switch sides?
That's actually interesting. I'm not sure.
A little smirky.
Yeah.
A little smirkiness, perhaps.
Ball.
Game, Djokovic.
Let's see him walk over there.
Djokovic leads by 3 games to love.
Nothing. They're the business. And now he's back to business himself.
4.
15 love. Thirty love.
Yeah.
30-15.
Now, still a few too many unforced errors for the 19-year-old. They're happening in about 3 or 4 shots into the rally. And that's not going to be good enough. Surprisingly to me, Djokovic has only made 1 unforced error, considering he hasn't played. That's a, I don't know, very nice, relaxed start for him.
40-15. Game, Tien. Djokovic leads 3-1.
Now, that's always a relief, isn't it? You're playing a great, all-time great player. You got to make sure you get that at least 1 game on the board.
If you want to find out who won all the other games of the day so far, you just download the US Open app and you can track scores, stats, players. There's match highlights on there as well. Go to Apple App Store,
15 love.
Google Play Store. A couple of surprises today. Katie McNally with a good first round win. This time a year ago, she was 1,000 in the world. Has had elbow problems, but now she's back. Looking good.
That's maybe the only thing Djokovic hasn't done well to this point is he's hit 2 approach shots now that were slightly indifferent. Just solid in the court, but not with enough on them, and Lerner Tien made him pay both times.
Yeah.
30-15.
Djokovic's serve has amazed me over the last, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years. You remember at one time he had a little bit of the yips on second serve many years ago now. It's not huge by the radar gun, but players have trouble. They can't pick it up. He hits the spot so well. He gets so many free points with that first serve, even though it's in the 120s.
40-30.
He's not doing it as much today, but a few years ago I was interested because guys are serving 135 and people are making all the returns, and then they play Djokovic and no one's making returns. And I went down courtside and videoed his serve just to see. And he landed back then, this is 4 years ago, about 4 feet inside the baseline.
Game, Djokovic. Djokovic leads 4 games. Love 15.
I mean, does Tien have to go so big so early?
No, that's, I was thinking the same thing. Maybe think about you're playing a 38-year-old.
Love 30.
That's what we've been seeing about the 3rd or 4th shot. An error from Tien, an aggressive error, trying to go for it, but not finding the court.
Eight errors against 3 winners so far from the teenager.
Love 40.
Neither player has been particularly having a good moment of coming to the net. As that's 0 for 2 for Lerner Tien. Djokovic is 2 for 4 when he gets to the net. But both times they were conventional approach shots, they got past.
Game, Djokovic. Djokovic leads by 5 games to 1.
Djokovic always amazes me because you watch some of today's players and you marvel at the pace and at the shot and can't believe. I don't think I marvel with Djokovic's shots. It's just relentless perfection of depth and solid and defense and moving. And it's eventually he just strangles you. You can't find a way to beat him. He doesn't give you a shot that you can hit past him.
Yeah, that's well said.
15 love.
But it doesn't. You don't go wow when you saw Federer and some of the things Federer could do.
Or this guy.
This guy actually would torture you a little bit if he could.
Yes.
Meaning, it felt like you'd play him and he had the point won, but he didn't finish it just yet. He wanted to run you 4 more times in the corner and take your legs from you.
Exactly right. Not in the beginning.
No.
Not in the beginning.
You're right.
It was much flashier.
Oh.
And Brad Gilbert got a hold of him. And that man who's coached a lot of the greats said, I don't think you understand what it is that people find hard about you. Agassi got much fitter. He used his legs more. He used the entire court. His return game obviously was smothering. He took a lot of the flash out of his game and just became so solid.
Thirty, 15.
Oh.
40, 15.
Feels as though we've seen that point about 6 7, 8 times now. 3, 4 balls. Both players hitting with some depth, but eventually Lerner Tien just sends it long or wide.
And the opening set
and first set
of this first
Djokovic.
match on Ash. Over in a hurry.
6-1. New balls, please.
So just to finish this
15
story, so
love.
he was warming up with one of the guys, he says, Novak, to get ready to throw out that pitch. And he said, but then once you go out, you throw the first pitch, I was on elevated ground. That's what he called the mountain, like a little hill.
It is elevated. He
It's-
was correct about that.
And that's why it didn't quite do what he wanted it to do. But your
39.
guy and mine, Ted Robinson, who's a huge baseball guy, who called the Mets for many years, among other teams, said that he always tells people who are going to throw out the first pitch, don't throw it from the mound. Don't throw it from the mound.
Wow.
Because the trajectory is so much different. So Novak should have gone to Ted.
Yeah, should have.
He played the kind of rally Chang and company wanted him to play, and then Novak did a Novak thing.
Chang, company, myself. That was the exact kind of rally I
15.
thought he needed, and it would have obviously been helpful had he won it. But you know what? You almost got a sense in the middle of that rally that Djokovic wanted to make sure Tien didn't win that point. He suddenly dug in a little more. The feet got a little more active in that point. And as you said, he did what Djokovic does. I'm surprised how sharp
30.
that Djokovic has looked. And do you think there's a chance that the mixed doubles helped him? He was here, he played a match with some pressure. There's that no help. It's hard to recreate adrenaline is all I'm saying.
Okay.
30-40.
How important does it seem that 30 love point was, where Lerner Tien played about as well as he could play that point, hit every shot the way he wanted to and ended up not winning it, and then has played 2 loose points in a row since then to give Djokovic another break chance.
Views.
Working it. Let's go.
That's what they're telling him to do, Tien, from the sideline. Work it.
Advantage Tien.
And I think that's when he's at his best, Tien. You can see he can hit the ball with depth as well and moves pretty well. So it's not so easy to finish points against Tien when he's playing that style. Surprised he hasn't hit a serve bigger than 112 miles an hour yet.
First game, second set.
Talk about who the fans might be pulling for. Novak never had the reaction at the US Open than he did when he got himself to the final after that long, hot summer when he won the first 3 majors, but then lost at the Olympics and came in here, came up empty against Medvedev in the final. I think we were calling that match together.
We were.
They were cheering him on. They saw how upset he was at the end because he really...
He was in tears.
He was in
30
tears.
minutes before the match was over.
Correct. Correct. And they wanted so badly for him to come back and win that one. They knew how much the calendar Grand Slam meant to this guy.
Wait up.
But he was so flat and nothing left to give at that point.
Actually, that whole tournament, he wasn't playing his best. He was nervous throughout. He made it to the final still
that was
playing
Gail
badly.
King holding up, as my Uncle Frank used to say, holding up the delay. He loves tennis. Big star in the U.S. morning television.
This is taking on a little different tone all of a sudden. This first couple of games, Tien is no longer spraying balls all over the court. So
15
Djokovic is going to have to earn the points, and it is taking him 5, 6, 7, 8 shots.
It's Team Djokovic there, and they're squawking at him too.
$30 love.
Ball.
That was the
30,
forehand that Chang
15.
asked for. Run around and hit your forehand inside out into Djokovic's forehand. That's the first one that paid any dividend.
Out.
40, 15. Game, Djokovic.
Tien lost that point, but he did show you how well he
One game
anticipates. Because twice there, he was in a bit of trouble, and he went to the right spot both times. He didn't make the pass, but he was there.
Novak said in the press conference he gave us a couple of days ago before this tournament began, he said, to be quite frank with you, I don't enjoy the 2-week Masters events anymore. It's just way too long for me.
I mean, what does he mean anymore. They just started, so he wasn't playing them in the past.
No, what he's saying is
15
my
love.
focus is mostly on the slams.
Yeah.
But you know, a lot of players feel that way. It used to be just that like Indian Wells went longer than a regular 1 week event. Miami. But now a lot of these Masters 1000s, you know, go 10, 12 days. He says he doesn't care about them anymore. He doesn't care about his ranking. What he cares about is getting to 25 majors.
Yeah, no question. He's just playing for history,
15 all.
obviously. Doesn't need any more 1000s in the history book. But you got to play some matches, don't you, to be ready to play in a slam, I would think.
But that's what he's giving up, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's giving up the reps. And Serena Williams was doing that towards the end of her career, wasn't she?
Tien is finally showing you his level right now. Took him
30,
25 minutes, but unfortunately that was a set already before he found his nerve and his legs underneath him. He's got some nice touch.
It's kind of nice that the first time you try it is the first time you make it. And that flies.
40, 15.
Ball.
40, 30.
Tien does have 120, 25 in the bag for his first serve. He's not gone for any of them yet. That continues.
Tien. Tien leads by 2 games to 1, second set.
Djokovic still is kind of cranky.
Throws you when things are going so easily, you're so comfortable, and all of a sudden you're working for almost every point, and that's what's happened through the first 3 games of set 2. I mean, this set's already 18 minutes. First set took 24 to finish the whole set.
Give yourself more space on the return if you need it, okay?
30 love.
Michael Chang again saying, "What? Give yourself some space on the return if you need it."
Which I think means back up
Yeah,
a little
I think
bit.
he could have just said that.
Could have said that, but normally Djokovic, if you back up, will now serve and volley. Or at least serve wide, like we just saw. So that was one of the things Djokovic would do well against Medvedev in later years, is he'd serve and volley quite a bit against him.
Let's for serve. Game, Djokovic. Two games on.
That shot from Lerner Tien still felt like a 19-year-old to me. He was 25 feet behind the baseline. What was he going to do with a forehand down the line? You weren't going to win the point from there, and now you're going to get run. How's your serve?
Not great. USOpen.org on all of those social media outlets. You can find out what part of the draw we're watching right now. This is Djokovic's quarter. Pretty tough section. Francis
Love
Tiafoe.
15.
He's in this quarter. Holger Rune, Jakob Mensik, Taylor Fritz.
That's all in that quarter?
This right here.
Wow.
I know.
That isn't a very pretty quarter, really.
No, Fritz looking good today.
Runner-up last year, so good amount of points to defend, but it's medium fast court is, I think, good for him. It might have even been better if it was a slight bit faster. Last year it was a tiny bit quicker.
(15-13).
Taylor Fritz says he's more concerned about the balls than the court surfaces. He likes the balls here because they help servers. The other majors, he says, the balls are softer.
Let's see. all.
That one got up to 116.
There you go.
(30-40). Yes.
Well, you're not going to get that error that often from Djokovic. It was slightly mishit forehand. It was a good serve out wide. That's the serve he needs to maybe use a little bit more often in this match.
Advantage Tien.
He's talking to his team again. There's a story going around that Novak might add Monica Seles to his team. I mean, at this stage of his career, I mean, look, isn't that why he wanted Andy Murray on his team? It's to inspiration and to give things only a champion can give. And Seles, of course, a tremendous champion, a 9-time Grand Slam winner. I get the sense that his team talks to him so much because he wants them to be enthused. He wants to hear them be animated. You know what I mean?
It's interesting because it seems as though he's almost annoyed that they were animated now because he's made a couple of errors since they got animated. So it's whatever's, you know.
That's what Goran Ivanisevic, who coached him for years, used to say, how hard it was to play it just right when you were sitting in Novak Djokovic's box.
But right now he's certainly feeling less comfortable. You saw him lose balance for the first time on that last forehand. That's the sign when Djokovic is feeling pressure, is when his upper body starts to flop around a little bit.
Yes.
When he's confident, it doesn't move, and then there's no mistakes to be found from him.
Wow.
Advantage Tien.
I mean, this is where it's, even though he's 38 years old, he can still do a full split. He can still, he's Gumby still. So, yeah, his foot slipped out. There's a little hyperextension.
He doesn't normally have to lunge, does he?
Not normally.
But that lefty kick has
yeah.
something on it.
Game Tien. Tien leads 3 games to 2.
Thank you.
Be a backup translator.
And then you'll be back for our next match.
I've actually been a bit surprised how well he's played, considering he hasn't played since Wimbledon. The problem I think he's having is that the first set, Lerner Tien was overwhelmed with the place he is, the moment, playing, you know, the GOAT. And all of a sudden, to start set 2, Lerner Tien's not giving him points any longer. He's having to earn them, and that he's feeling the pressure of that for whatever reason.
Ball.
Let second serve.
The interesting thing also for me is I couldn't tell, felt as though his team started talking to him before he was asking for any help.
Latteri.
Okay, he just said open the court. So play into the angles.
So if he doesn't serve, if he serves wide, we know he's listening. If he doesn't, he's telling the coach.
First break chance for the 19-year-old from Irvine, California.
Love 14.
Now that volley deserves that look, certainly. This feels like a very important couple of points for Lerner Tien. I know that he's got a little momentum here. He could lose that momentum right now if somehow Djokovic gets out of this game.
On the right is Boris Bosniakovic. He was with Novak also at the French Open and Wimbledon, and he's been on and off the team throughout Novak's entire career. Used to play tennis as well. He lives in the US now.
Is he doing most of the talking?
He's mostly the one that speaks. Yeah, he has also the loudest voice of them all, which helps.
Ball.
That's what Goran Ivanisevic, and he was with Djokovic, said he liked hearing Serb spoken, and he's got the biggest voice. Makes sense in a stage like this.
Little bit tentative there.
That's the brother of Novak.
Yes.
Ball.
Advantage, Djokovic.
He said to keep the toss a little bit closer to himself.
Wow. He is going technical.
He's going.
Point your foot 6 degrees further.
Got out of it. Wow.
Djokovic.
And what a difference 3-all is from 4-2 for the teenager.
Love 40, couple good serves, but then a
3
rally where
games
Lerner
all.
Tien was very tentative. He had a forehand and he just didn't even hit it solidly. And that is going to be tough now for Lerner Tien in this game to overcome. He let Djokovic off the hook there.
Is Lerner learning more about himself in this match, or is he learning more about Djokovic in this match?
I mean, I think a little bit of both. He is starting to get a feel for Djokovic. But Djokovic also knows this is a game for him to regain control
15
and
love.
take over this match because of the way that last game went. The first real time he had pressure on his serve. The youngster didn't take advantage.
Fifteen all. $15-30.
Rory?
Rory McIlroy likes his tennis, and it's not bad in golf.
I didn't know he was allowed back on the tennis court.
If you know, you know that joke.
30 all.
He was once engaged to Caroline Wozniak, who's now married with, what, 3 kids? She just had her 3rd, right?
He was playing earlier today in Atlanta in the Tour Championships. Didn't do all that well, but he's here to see Novak Djokovic and Lerner Tien.
Trying to break open that point.
Well, I see that point, and okay, maybe that was the right strategy, or he thought it was the right strategy, but maybe that was a long 17-shot rally, and he'd had enough physically from it. And Andrea, maybe you can answer this question because you seem to know that team better. If you don't play matches, it's hard to work at a hard enough level to be in fantastic shape. Has he, since Wimbledon, been grinding as far as you know?
It says he's been working hard for the last 3 or 4 weeks. But yeah, it's coming in cold to this hard court season.
Because that to me was a tired shot.
That was a terrific serve.
Tien.
We're going to change
Tien
sides.
leads
And now
4
I
games
have a
to 3
feeling we're going to
seconds.
hear a lot more talk from the judge.
So Michael Chang's telling Lerner, he told him the first time, create space if you need it. Obviously, Lerner Tien didn't understand what he was saying because he stayed right where he was. This time he got a little more specific, back up. I don't hate that strategy of back up, but then you got to find a way to get yourself back forward.
15
so
love.
Lerner Tien backed up, but stayed back there. Djokovic wasn't going to let him get away with that. Does Djokovic look tired, or is it just, is that his normal?
I would never underestimate Novak Djokovic.
Okay.
He might look tired, but he never really is tired.
Okay.
Let's pursue.
Ball. Out.
15 all.
Good depth on the returns. Let's go. Yeah, all good. Here we go.
This team looked a lot happier in the first set, didn't they? They were laughing, they were giggling, and all of a sudden there's some strained looks in the Serbians' box. And if he is tired, that's not a bad play.
30, 15.
Guarantees a short point one way or the other.
I think he knew right away how good that serve was.
Ball.
Oh, man. That is his best shot, isn't it? That off forehand.
And that is what
30
Michael Chang
all.
was asking for. Didn't see many of those in set 1. But run around, go inside out. He went back there, back-to-back shots. For the first time now, there's this little turn in momentum. Again, another pressurized game on the Djokovic serve.
That was a great tip by Boris Bosniakovic just now. He said just be a little slower in the tempo of the service motion and keep the wrist nice and loose. Ace. That's the type of coaching I
That
need
was
in my
better.
life.
That was better. Not sure about the whole keep the toss closer. The first one you talked about seemed a little off to me. This one worked better.
Another beauty.
Game, Djokovic.
Can we have Andrew on all of our Djokovic matches?
I mean, yeah.
Can I put it in that request?
4
Yes.
games
Can we
all.
keep her?
Yes.
I want to keep her.
As you said, never underestimate him, but he's certainly having a hangdog look to himself right now.
Serve.
15-9.
I mean, isn't that walking slightly slower than his normal pace in between points?
Ball.
He has allowed Djokovic that this year. By the time he's gotten himself to the semis of the majors, his tank isn't full. So, I mean, I'm not sure he looks tired tonight, but he certainly doesn't want this match to go long if he's to advance. You don't want to, you're 38. You don't want to spend yourself in this first week.
If he's not tired, he's doing a spectacular acting job of being completely exhausted. I mean, they've been out here for an hour and 12 minutes. It's not exceedingly hot. And I'm not sure why Lerner Tien doesn't see that his opponent at least looks tired and start continuing to be punishing with the points. Don't go for that shot.
He's not minding the applause, is he? He does look clammy out there.
What is the rule if he causes you to have a delay by returning? He's the one taking a long time. If this clock wore down to 0.
Yes.
This is the third service game in this set that Lerner Tien has been down break points. Or a break point. He's managed to hold the first 2 times.
kids in the second row. Whole family plays tennis, including his siblings. This guy's very happy with what he just saw.
Advantage, Tien.
I mean, that was a spectacular first get that stayed low enough that Djokovic couldn't do much with the approach.
A complicated match. And Lerner Tien has been able to complicate this second set.
Oh. 15 love. Fifteen all.
If he's as tired as he looks, serve and volley. Serve is right down the middle. You're bringing your opponent right in the center of the court. You're guaranteeing yourself, if it's not an ace, a rally.
15,
Ninth forehand
30.
winner from the lefty.
But I don't think I've ever seen a winner that far inside the court against Novak Djokovic. He was leaning the wrong way, but still, with his speed normally, he still gets to that.
Is speed the thing he has struggled with the most, the loss of it, Andrea?
It's a good question. Well, they do say that the first fast twitch muscles start to deteriorate at age 23 already. There was a study in baseball conducted. So Novak is just past 23.
See if Lerner Tien's ready to win this set.
Tien backed way up. Djokovic went for the smart serve when you see your opponent back that far up. Out wide, he happened to hit it perfectly.
It's his fifth ace.
And he did serve and volley. I still think he should serve and volley again. I just feel like he's not faking. He is feeling the effects of being 38 and not having played matches.
And I think that's an excellent point you're making, Jimmy. I think he's worked as hard as he always does. He always hits with 2 hitting partners. They keep changing, so they are always fresh. But the match fitness, that's a completely different kind of fitness. You just can't simulate that on any kind of practice court. And that's what he is doing right now, getting some match fitness.
Yes, you can't recreate what adrenaline takes from you. It is tiring to have adrenaline running through your body for a couple hours.
Yes.
Djokovic with 15 unforced errors in the second set, 19 in the match. So they're all coming now as his legs are starting to get a little wobbly.
Advantage, Djokovic. Yes.
If I'm Lerner Tien, in my mind, I'm almost thinking, don't finish the point. You just go to the open court, to the open court, to the open court. You make them run as much as you can every point. Serve and volley I've been asking for the last 5 points in the deuce court.
Maybe you should get down courtside so we can hear you better.
In Serbian. Because he wouldn't want to hear it in English.
Correct.
And it's also not technical. I'm giving him strategy. But especially when an opponent's that far back.
Yes. Make him pay. Pulls off a set point. And things are even at 5.
Games all.
Can I also say, I know a lot, especially the guys, they like to wear black at night for the night matches. But that's only making Djokovic look even clammier, you know?
Does he look almost like the one time you ever saw Roger Federer?
Yes.
Wet and sweaty. It was here. He was wearing black, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it's a night thing.
Yeah.
It's a night thing.
Yeah, that was a John Millman beating Roger Federer, and Federer looked a little bit like
he looked exhausted.
Novak.
Yeah. Tell you, a long time ago,
15 love.
Nike wanted John McEnroe. They were going to be his signature shorts. And he said, "No, I sweated him. I don't think it looks good." So they gave these denim shorts to this young kid, Andre Agassi. He had good luck with him.
He really did.
All.
I mean, I got to say, when I played someone that looked the way Djokovic looked, it cleared my mind so beautifully to the strategy of just corner, corner, open court, and it took away any other thoughts, and it seems as though you play better. Learner Tien has to start trying to think that way for a little bit of time here. Yeah, it's given away a couple of free
30.
points. Fifth double fault now, fourth of this set. That's a bad mistake for Djokovic. That was a real opportunity. Second serve, there was 81 miles an hour sitting there. He was inside the baseline.
Forty, 30. Game, Tien.
A clutch hold from the 19-year-old Learner Tien of the United States.
Tien leads 6-5, second serve.
Djokovic is on the end of the court where his team is.
Fifteen love. Thirty love.
Boris just said that this is the right strategy to keep opening the court via the backhand of Tien's.
Ball.
Thirty, 15.
That's for Novak on the next changeover.
Ball.
Called the trainer. Worked again, opening the court. He opened it beautifully to the backhand, but
40,
Tien quick
15.
enough to make him hit a couple extra shots.
You have time, Boris just said, assuming he wants Novak to run the shot clock down
All
a
the way
bit
down,
more.
yeah.
Ah.
He does already have a warning.
Let's for serve.
That he got in his second service game only, and had a little discussion with the umpire. That now becomes more pertinent, it seems.
Game Djokovic. Six games all, tiebreak.
Well, this tiebreak, from what we're seeing from Djokovic, takes on so much more importance than you would normally think in a Djokovic match where he's up a set already, second set tiebreak. You wouldn't think it's that big a deal. This one feels like a pretty big deal. Novak with a losing tiebreak record this year.
For years, we said nobody played tiebreaks more soundly than Novak Djokovic.
One, zero, Djokovic.
I'm a lag on tempo. Mani effort idemo.
One all.
I have seen the trainer waiting in the tunnel. I wonder if Novak is going to get tended to when this set's over. He seems to be referring to his legs quite a bit.
Shot clock went off at 4 seconds, and it's been 6.
Wow. They giving the old man more time? Is that what you're suggesting?
Well, I'm saying that argument he had at 1-all in the first set might have paid dividends right now. shot happened partially because he'd had enough of that rally. That was a grinding rally. He hit a pretty good drop shot. Tien did a good job where he found that slice right in the corner. Lob just barely long. And from a mini break down to a mini break up. That was where Djokovic is pretty smart, because he knew the serve was going to go out wide. Simply because he's showing you he's exhausted. Anybody's going to serve wide and hit to the open court. So he left early and got pretty good pace and depth on the return.
Stretching out. Looks like he's trying his best to be okay in between these rallies. And again, he did the old dump.
He did the dump, but he's doing it beautifully. I got to say, the drop shot, he's
3-2.
pulling it off perfectly.
Djokovic.
He looks so weary right now.
Stay tough, learner. Stay tough.
He is taking way over 25 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
And this is
5-4. He should be going with a fake. He's going to get
Simulation, loss of
got
serve. Mr. Djokovic.
he must feel like it's worth it.
Now, if I were him there, this is where you need more experience. I'm 61, not 38. You go and miss the toss. Oh, sorry. But once you throw the toss up, they stop the clock.
Yeah, Krejcikova sending her greeting.
Yeah, exactly.
He missed that volley. We'll switch in.
3-3 in the tiebreaker. 6 points all won by the returner.
Fans giving a big hand to the teenager.
Djokovic.
For so many years, Novak Djokovic could not rely on the fans. He had to rely on himself. But now there's plenty of people inside Ash that want to see Novak have a great Open.
None of those people.
Not those people, no.
5-3. Djokovic.
I mean, I got to say, the umpire is being incredibly nice as far as when he just started the 25 seconds.
He's being overly generous. How do we feel about that? Andrea?
Well, in Cincinnati, the shot clock started automatically.
Yeah, it
that
did.
was a new thing, clearly here at the majors. Going back to manual.
Ball.
I mean, 3 out of 5 sets, I do feel for the players a little.
Yeah, I do too.
So then the shot clock's just a gimmick?
Let's second serve.
I mean,
Yes.
a little.
Yes, okay. Just want to make sure I was hearing you right. Oh, no, another double from the kid.
6-3. Djokovic.
His 6th. And keep in mind that Tien had, just a couple of games ago, a set point of his own.
Game and second set.
That first set only took
Djokovic.
24 minutes, and in fact, the trainer
7 games
is
to
coming
6.
out. That second set took 82
Djokovic
minutes.
leads by 2
And
sets
Djokovic
to
is
love.
about to be seen by the trainer. Oh, it's a beautiful drive from Djokovic to start set 3.
15
By the way, he took a medical timeout. Our Serbian interpreter, Andrea Petkovic, has taken a food timeout. But she said if we need her again, she's more than willing to hop in. She wasn't supposed to be working this match. But once there was so much Serb flying around, Serbian language, I ran down the hall and asked her to help us.
15
It was good. We got some insights and
Yeah.
some things that really surprised at least me. That he prefers technical advice in the
Yes.
middle of a match. I didn't think too many players want to think technically.
Yeah, she's known him so well and for so long. Her parents, both of Yugoslavian descent, they escaped when she was just a baby
Ball.
to Germany. Djokovic, of course, had to live through a lot of that war. That stayed in.
15-13.
Tien has done pretty well with the target, and that was an example of that. Andrea?
She's chewing. She'll be back.
Ball. Ball.
Now we're in an
15,
interesting
14.
moment from the standpoint if Djokovic loses serve here. Does he rest for the whole set? Hit drop shots. Getting a bit.
Dobra pozicija I kukovi da prođu.
Okay, I'm going to get Andrea. I'll be back.
Yeah. I don't have my Serbian down pat, but
30,
I did hear the word
40.
approach. So maybe he told him to get to net because that was a serve volley, winner volley to finish things. But even with a 2-set lead, 2-0 lead, there's still that fear and doubt in the face of the Djokovic's box.
Game Tien.
And Lerner Tien starts set 3 with a break of serve, so
First
he's
game,
here to
third
stay.
set.
He's listening to his coach, Michael Chang, to keep making him work, and then he's in this.
Okay, poor Andrea is.
She cannot eat. She has to come
she's
here.
outside. She was her lovely boyfriend Jesse. I just stole her away from him. She's still eating. You're still eating
from
your
my
soup?
French fries.
So I apologize, but there was a lot of chatter in that last
I can't
game.
believe every time I leave, they start talking as if they know that I'm here.
Well, there's been a break.
Yeah.
You missed the break of serve.
Love 15.
But I do have a question for you, Jimmy. I was wondering if Lerner, maybe the inexperience cost him the second set. What do you think?
No question. I think he's in an interesting time frame of his career, and that Michael Chang,
15 all.
the new coach, wants him to be more aggressive, has told him to be more aggressive. But there's a time when you're playing a match, this matchup with the opponent looking the way he did, you'd throw that out the window. He did get another yell while I was talking. Unfortunately, I was talking over it.
I did catch the last part of that sentence, and Boris said,
15,
keep opening
30.
the court. And I do know how Serbians think, and against smaller players, they oftentimes want you, because I've worked with Serbian coaches all my life, they want you to go into the angles because their thinking is eventually it will cost them one step here, one step there, and you will in the end win the point if you can be very disciplined, because no matter how fast you are, if you're a little smaller, your wingspan is just not as big.
Well, he had the chance to open the court with that forehand and didn't get
30 all.
much angle on it.
Four.
Ah. 30, 40.
What else is typical Serbian teaching culturally of this sport? I mean, you guys tend to have terrific backhands.
Yeah, the backhands, I think it is very technical. The approach of Serbian coaches is in general very technical. If you think of Serbian players, they are oftentimes, except for Viktor Tritsky, maybe no offense, they are technically very sound. Yeah, that's really mean. That was really mean. But he's tough enough to survive. I think what I have started doing with Serbian coaches and what I've first seen with Novak is hitting. That's why a lot of Serbians change direction so well, hitting with two hitting partners, right? Yes. So all the exercises you do, you have two hitting partners on the other side, so you can change direction seamlessly and the rally continues to go on. So you become very rally fit and rally tough, and you can sustain any kind of longer exchange with your opponent. That's another thing.
$15 love.
I've also felt that often they have very nice posture. Their backs are straight,
they're carried.
wide, yes, wide base when they're playing. There's not a lot of losing balance. Although that's what Djokovic does when he's not feeling well or when he's nervous. He starts flopping around.
Yeah. he's either the best balancer
Yes.
in the world or he can't keep on his feet.
Yes.
30 love.
Man, Lerner Tien gets up a break. Djokovic is hitting his racket on the side of the court when he gets broken. And then Tien just throws in a bit of a sloppy service game to give him the break right back.
40 love.
And didn't really make him work that hard for it.
Game, Djokovic.
Ah.
15 love.
Mile-an-hour serve. Got that treatment.
15 all.
Yeah, it got the treatment it kind of deserves. Its serve has been letting Lerner Tien down. So Michael Chang just said he's going down the line a lot, especially on the backhand side.
Ball.
No, just keep it going if you're Lerner Tien.
40.
I don't mind getting aggressive, but he's still a foot or two inside the sideline there. Keep him working.
Ball.
Game, Djokovic. Djokovic leads 3 games to 1.
Another reminder that usopen.org can catch you up on everything that's happened. Easy day for the
15
Americans,
love.
Ben Shelton and Taylor Fritz.
Does feel a little bit right now that suddenly Djokovic has a bit of a second wind, and he can sense the finish line now.
His breathing problems got a lot
That-
easier
that-
when he won that second set.
Well, and when he got the break of serve in set 3 as well.
Serve, yeah, I can do that. Should get you in there a little bit better. Here we go.
9 of the last 10 for Djokovic.
30-15.
Fault.
Pretty good anticipation at that point from both players.
40-15.
Tien on the sitter forehand. He waited on it, but then Djokovic read cross-court pass and covered that quickly.
Fault.
Forty, 30.
Stay tough, Lerner. Stay tough. Come on.
Mentally, it is strange, isn't it, when you play someone that's showing you that they're exhausted and they can't take one more step, because sometimes Djokovic has that look to him. You can sometimes get almost too conservative putting the ball in, and then it opens up some opportunities for Djokovic. That feels as though that's happened a little bit in the last game or two. So I'm giving you all kinds of just hit to the corners, but still got to keep that depth.
Yes.
Michael is talking after every point.
Yes, he is.
That's a lot of coaching.
Tem,
Let's go. One at a time.
idemo tempo, spori i izbačaj malo bliže.
All right, finally. What
Yeah.
did he say?
So he said the tempo of the rhythm of the serve a little slower and keep the ball toss close to you.
So he just combined the two that he said before.
Correct.
He
He
forgot-
probably has saying the same thing over and over
Yeah.
again.
Advantage, Djokovic.
Ajmo, zadrži malo trofej, izađi gore po nju. Mekana ruka, idemo.
He meant that, whatever
Yeah.
it was.
He said keep the trophy position a bit longer and then let the wrist fly through the ball. Let it loose.
Game,
A lot of serving
Djokovic.
tips.
Yeah, all of a sudden this is looking like set one.
Yeah.
4 or 5 shots in. Lerner Tien will make an unforced error. Djokovic no longer looks as though he's on his last breath.
15 all.
And I think that's what I meant with the question I asked you, Jimmy, with the inexperience. Because I think when you're older, you know that when somebody else is injured or exhausted, to focus on yourself. And it does seem that Lerner
15-30.
Tien, ever since the middle of the second set, started to be very much also on the other side of the court, not only on his own side.
Fault.
It's funny, it's easier said than done, isn't it? When you see your opponent, you can get your thoughts into something else.
I love thinking, Andrea, when you and Novak were just little kids in Germany. You know, you've known him for so long because he went to Nikki Pilic's center when he was, what, 11? Could you tell right away that this was a different dude from the rest
Yeah.
of the little mini burgers running around playing tennis?
I mean, he was so skinny, he was so scrawny that I wouldn't have said physically, but mentally he was different than anybody else I had met. Though,
Did you think he was a little like nutty? How serious he was?
well, he always had a great sense of humor, and so that made it not as nutty as it was on paper. But he was so serious. He started yoga when we were 15. We all laughed at him. We are all retired. Look where he is now. All these kind of things. He always experimented with his nutrition. He always was the first one to try new things. And I think that was very obvious from the get-go.
Game. Djokovic. Djokovic leads by 5-1.
The way you know him, what will it take for him to finally say, all right, I'm done here? I mean, will it be winning the U.S. Open or not winning the U.S. Open?
I think as long as he feels like he's competitive, and this year he has been competitive in the majors. Yes, he has lost in the semis, but he was better than most of the guys out there. And as long as he has the feeling that if a few things come together for me to break more records, he will continue to do so.
I mean, Mary, you do have to realize that when he was 18 years old, he played Rafa Nadal at Roland Garros, lost the first 2 sets, defaulted, and complained that he had him. If he just...
He retired.
Yes, he retired. So if he had that level of, I don't want to say delusion, but delusion, imagine now that he is the 3rd best player in the world still right now. So he's not going to quit for another 20 years.
Okay.
Fault. Love 30.
Really doesn't need to drop this game. As you said, if he has run out of gas a little bit in the semis, it seems, when he's gotten to the semifinals of the majors this year. No reason to keep working.
(15-13).
Been to the net 33 times. 34 times now, won 26 of those points.
(40-13). Please. Juice.
scored doubles for the match, but 2 of them in this game.
Stayed home.
Advantage Tien.
Hit it right back to him.
Yeah, he's done this a number of times today, Lerner Tien. He does seem to anticipate awfully well.
How good is he? How good is he? I mean, he's already in the top 50. It's his first full year on tour. He's in the top 50.
He's a very good player that I think does need more of a serve. It helps that he's a lefty.
That flies out.
Game Tien.
At least one more changeover in this
Djokovic
opening round
leads
match
5
inside
games to 2,
Ash.
third set.
Day 1
2
this
sets to love.
Sunday night at the US Open.
He likes the section for Novak because the players that freak him out are the big servers. So if he would get a Riley or Pelka in the first round, that's something that would cost him sleep. But having ralliers around him, except for Jakub Menšík, gives him a relief.
Interesting.
15
Carlos Alcaraz, the number 2 seed, got Riley Opelka in the opening round.
Menšík did beat Djokovic in the Miami final and a couple of tie breaks, so.
15, 30. First
match point for Djokovic.
Game, set, match, Djokovic. 3 sets to love, 6-1, 7-6, 6-2.
You can tell Tien, it was an honor for him to play this guy on this court in this event.
It was
the dollar gone, Jimmy.
Yeah, it was.
But he's still around, and it's an honor.
It was an honor. You could see the look on his face. I don't know if he realizes how close he might have been to winning that match if he had been able to figure out that second set tie break. He did have a set point, as you mentioned, and Djokovic did look